Whether it's naturalism, Satanism, the New Age, it's all the same thing. It's all the devil just, hey, I'm coming to make you like God. And you said it at the beginning, Matt. Eve, it's never changed. You will be like God.
Yeah.
Yeah. They know that duality is a huge part of it because that's how Satan operates. Dual nature, duality, white and black.
Interesting.
And it's because he utilizes that because it's a better plan. It deceives more people and it's more effective if you use a duality or a dual nature. Throughout the video, as we'll see, he promotes the chakras, he promotes ascension as what humankind needs to do to get out of this blackness and funk.
But it's still the same.
It's packaged differently so that the world will buy it, hunk, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in a very clever way that the devil has used all of this is that he makes one side of it so extreme, heinous, and abhorrent that average people will be disgusted by it. But then he offers this side, that the same one he showed Eve. You can become like gods. You know?
Yeah.
And this is what society is being fed now, and it's being ramped up. And then when the beast, the man of sin, arrives, people will be begging for it.
This reminds me of The View, I think the show is called.
Yeah.
But it looks the same. And he's got, the masks.
It's Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, NBC. They're all the same.
From a Christian perspective, I like to say this is the void that God fills. Because I think what he's tapping into is he acknowledges there is a void. He's going to say
Pascal.
It's transcendence. Oh, he did. Okay. But I would say this is that God void, that God is the missing piece. We are meant to be united to our Creator. Now, he's going to say we need to ascend. No, through the New Age. But what we would say is, no, you need Jesus Christ. You can see right there that there's the handler. Yeah, I didn't want to pause it there, but there was the handler behind her, and she was crying. So we think of what some of the actors.
MK Ultra.
Britney Spears, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Shia LaBeouf.
And now we're seeing Paris Hilton come out. She's regathered her brain.
A little bit, yeah.
What about Kanye West?
I say a little bit, not that she's regathered her brain a little bit, but that she's coming out a little bit from that sort of lifestyle and programming.
Because and just for people who don't know, these are people who have been essentially fragmented, their personalities, right? It's like Manchurian Candidate, but they're also controlled in a public scene. So actually this next picture depicts that because you've got, hang on.
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, and you've got collars and then you've got the handler in the background.
There you go.
Here, so. It's pretty graphic.
But again, there's those cues again,
Torture that the animals go through.
Yeah. And then the food being, it's poison.
It's like Snow White. All
this poison is causing us to get sick. And who offers the solution? Who offers the solution? And it's still poison. And it's another way to make money.
Know what? Clearly, they're shaking behind their backs, big pharma and big corporate medicine and corporate America. But what's interesting is they're offering us the blue pill. The red pill from the Matrix was the one that brought truth, but all the medication is blue. It has this blue tint.
Oh, I never noticed that. That's interesting. It's like a Matrix.
Keeps people suppressed.
I thought of the Federal Reserve printing money, their debt currency paper.
Yeah.
It says it's interesting. It has the infinity sign and the.
And then it goes on into infinity. Yeah, because they can print as much money as they want. Oh, that's great.
Yep. Do we need to
pizza
careful.
And hot dogs. You got hot dogs behind there's a hot dog behind the pizza.
Yep. And the children.
Mr. Obama.
And you know what that reference is, the viewers who are already attuned to all this stuff.
Do we need to say it or will we? I don't know. Let's just say, I don't know, because you got to be careful what you say or you'll get removed. But
right there. The parents are in the dark. Like,
not only they're not only in the dark, they're putting blinders up themselves. They don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it.
It's too much to handle or think about.
It's too evil. It's too violent and vile. We can't accept it. This is not happening. No, it is. That's, I don't want to, you mentioned it, but the Black Mass, for the first time, I actually heard someone who had been to one of those, and it was in a long video. Yeah. I was crying. I was in tears. I mean, when I heard what was described and what was done, I mean, even now I feel it. I was just in tears. It was so awful. What is done to these children, these women, pregnant women? I was like, Lord, I understand your wrath. I do. And I am still in awe of your grace. Who is this? Like, who makes up the military hand? And it shows you
see
it's
the
just
cubes on their helmets.
But it shows you like who is gonna like bring in the power structure. Like I always wonder, like who would stand for this? It's us. It's your everyday person who's been deceived, who thinks they're fighting a good fight. Like why did a lot of the Germans do what they did? You know, wasn't there an element of just I'm doing what's right, and they've been lied to?
It's what all of the elites and the controllers are preventing us, mankind, from tapping into.
The third eye.
Yet, behind the scenes, those very same people are using the pineal gland. They know all the technology and how to access the pineal gland. They know all the rites, rituals, demonic uses for the pineal gland. So, in some ways, this guy is showing like some truth. Like he's kind of being kind of a useful idiot. Like he's
use that term a lot.
I do. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's you're actually what you're saying is they're actually pushing the narrative forward. He is pushing the transcendence
They're using
narrative.
this director to push the narrative further, whether the guy realizes it or not.
Because he's actually pushing forward the human ascendancy through Satanism, transhumanism. It's all kind of that beast system deception.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so the awakening of the third eye, our next stage of evolution, whether it's naturalism, Satanism, the New Age, it's all the same thing. It's all the devil just, hey, I'm coming to make you like God. And you said it at the beginning, Matt, Eve, it's never changed. You will be like God.